K-State family, it's time to get to work.
It's time for all of us to stand up as a family.
This is KKSU-LD, covering Manhattan, Riley County, and the Flint Hills, broadcasting in high definition from Kansas State University. You're watching Channel 8 News.
In this very moment, today, we all have the opportunity to make a decision. If we are going to uphold what it means to be a family.
Welcome to Channel 8 News. I'm Tyler Waymeyer.
And I'm Raina Garcia. Thank you for tuning in to this special edition of Channel 8 News. This week, Kansas State University made history with a unity walk that was said to be the university's first step into solving race relations on campus. We have team coverage today.
That's right, Raina. With all the racially motivated incidents on campus, many students, faculty, and staff were in attendance to hear how our administration is working on a solution.
On Tuesday afternoon, all K-State classes were canceled while the university hosted a unity walk in an effort to recommit to its value of human diversity. It was 1916 the last time the university canceled classes for an event besides weather. Channel 8 reporter Alex Don tells us more.
The university canceled all classes from 1 to 3 on Tuesday, November 14th, and held an event in Anderson Lawn to promote unity in the K-State family. After a year of racially insensitive incidents, Kansas State students walked together across campus in an attempt to heal wounds. Daryl Reese, president of the Black Student Union, spoke about some of these events before telling students how important the K-State family is.
It should be your duty and your highest aspiration that the person to the left of you and to the right of you, or the person that does not look like you, feels that they are a part of this family and that they are safe in this family.
I'm at Kansas State Memorial Stadium, where students came together 100 years ago to realign the football field. This was the last time the university canceled all classes for a non-weather related event. K-State President Richard Myers spoke to the student body about fear on campus.
It's good to acknowledge the specter of fear, but we won't be captured by it. We want to be, in one sense, an impenetrable community to fear, but welcoming to learning and education.
While it wasn't working on a football field, KS Unite drew a crowd of about 3,500 people on Anderson Lawn to bring together the K-State family. In Manhattan, Alex Don, Channel 8 News.
K-State's recent rally had transpired into their social media. Hashtag KS Unite has received a lot of feedback on Twitter. Here is some of the posts off Twitter from those who attended and tuned in. At Su Sing Lim said, "So glad I could witness this moment with myself and fellow coworkers." At ST Quill says, "I have never been prouder than I am to be a Wildcat. KS Unite, you are just the first step, but wow, what a big one." At Bergston Nil says, "The message of KS Unite is a great one, but it should be lived by every day, not just in time of turmoil." KS Unite encouraged students of all cultures to participate in listening to K-State faculty to speak about the recent events from K-State's campus. Channel 8 reporter Cameron Evans has more on the reactions of those who attended the rally.
Thanks, Raina. Social media was not the only place with reactions to the Unity Walk. I was able to talk to K-State students and staff in person on why they were at the rally. I got the reactions about the event.
Kansas State is facing something that it hasn't faced in many years. Division. Not only on the campus of Kansas State, but the Manhattan community. For the first time since 1916, classes came to a halt and offices were closed throughout the campus on Tuesday to come together for KS Unite. People like Vice President of Student Affairs Pat Bosco, Student Body President Jack Ayers, and Hall of Fame coach Bill Snyder were just a few of many who came out to support the cause. But I wanted to get other students' take and faculty on how they felt about the rally.
I definitely feel like it's something that's been much needed with everything happening and has been happening on campus for not just this semester but the past few semesters. I think it's something that administration definitely needs to address.
I'm really delighted that we're doing this. I think we needed something that would demonstrate that we really are all in this together, black and white and brown, and K-State is bigger and better than some of the divisiveness we saw.
With the event coming to a close, the students are wondering what the next steps are possibly going to be going forward from there, along with faculty and staff.
I think immediately following this rally, by going to the union, holding a series of meetings and workshops where we'll talk about some of these issues, such as getting a multicultural center, cultural competency courses for all students, need-based scholarships, campus safety issues.
From Manhattan, Kansas, I'm Cameron Redmond Evans, Channel 8 News.
While many groups walked on Tuesday, one group has been particularly affected by these incidents. Bridget Howard joins us with more.
Thanks, Cameron. The Black Student Union at Kansas State has been at the forefront of a call for change. The group is hoping Tuesday's activities will increase the discussion and the tolerance. With arms linked and heads held high, members of the Black Student Union at K-State walked in solidarity on Tuesday to show their support for a more inclusive environment at K-State. Shanika Cabe, a member of the Black Student Union at K-State, was one student who attended the KSU Night Walk on Tuesday.
I think it was important to show the unity that KSU is wanting to kind of encourage. Lately, there's not been much of a connection between all of the students here on campus, and so I think they just wanted to set an example for other universities and for the nation that we're in this together.
Although many students came to show their support for the walk, members of the Black Student Union feel as though the most important part of all of this is what's to follow.
I mean, I think it was good for everybody on campus to come together and sort of understand what the problem is, what we're all going through. But you can never really tell until after. And like everybody was saying who was speaking, you have to see how we interact as a family after this to tell if it's really going to work.
The Black Student Union has continued to express their dismay with the racial events that have occurred over the course of this year. Most recently, the racial slurs found on a vehicle that were found to be a prank angered students, especially those in the Black Student Union, demanding legal action be taken. Dale Reese Jr., president of the Black Student Union, spoke at the event about the importance of coming together as a school and looking past our differences.
This was a humongous step for K-State, but this can't be the only step. You know, we have to continue to take steps forward and not continue to take steps backwards after this. So that just starts just by continue to use our voice to hold our administration accountable to the needs that we want, not just us, but the needs of everyone.
This is one of what the Black Student Union hopes to be many steps towards creating an inclusive environment for students at K-State. In Manhattan, Bridget Howard, Channel 8 News.
Many K-State students and staff, in addition to the Black Student Union, felt the event was long awaited and much needed.
Taking a more personal look at the rally, Channel 8 reporter Natalie Jager talked with an international student on how she was affected by the KSU Night Walk.
Those who attended Tuesday's Unity Walk came for multiple reasons, but the common goal among faculty, students, and the community, to reunite the K-State family.
In this very moment, today, we all have the opportunity to make a decision. If we are going to uphold what it means to be a family, it starts with loving one another as one has loved us.
K-State is known for its family atmosphere. This atmosphere is the reason one student chose to come to the university.
Giselle Guanes, a senior at K-State, felt this family atmosphere the first time she stepped on campus.
I came from far away from home, from Paraguay, and being here 4 years, I have never felt far away from home. People have always made me feel here that I have a family, that K-State is all about family.
Whether students are from overseas or grew up in Kansas, the family atmosphere is something all K-Staters can identify with.
K-State is all about family, and that's how I felt throughout my 4 years here, and that's why I want to show people, and that's how I feel right now, and that's why it's important.
Through the recent events, Giselle feels that the K-State family has stayed united. In Manhattan, Natalie Jager, Channel 8 News.
Thanks for sharing those stories and reactions about this historic event.
Thanksgiving is a week from today, but there is an alarming increase in fires. We'll share some tips on how to cook that turkey properly.
And why were some students not walking in the KSU Night Walk? We'll have that story and hear from the provost of Kansas State live in studio.
All this and more coming up in the next 90 seconds.
I know a spot that I love full well.
'Tis not in forest,
nor yet in doubt. Ever it holds me with magic spell.
I think of thee, alma mater.
We'll carry thy banner high. Long, long, may thy colors fly.
Loyal to thee, thy children will swell the cry. Hail, 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 alma mater.
To Channel 8 News. In the midst of all the racial tension, the university gained a new member to their administration. Following a year-long hiring process, Adrian Rodriguez will begin his tenure on December 4th as the Kansas State University's Associate Vice President for Student Life, Diversity, and Multicultural Student Affairs. In his new role, Rodriguez will work directly to support the graduation and retention of multicultural students on campus. Rodriguez is the first person to be hired for this position at Kansas State. While students were encouraged to go to the rally at Anderson Lawn, there were still many people who stayed away. Channel 8 reporter Avery Osen tells us why they chose not to attend.
Many college students wake up wishing their classes would be canceled. But when classes school-wide were canceled on Tuesday for the KSU Night Rally, why did some students not take advantage?
As you can see behind me, a lot of K-State students making their way over to Anderson Lawn for the rally that canceled classes at K-State for the first time in over 100 years. But other students are walking over here towards the K-State Union.
Tamika McSwine said she couldn't attend due to homework, but probably wouldn't have anyways because she feels like a rally isn't the right way of solving the issue.
I feel like it's just kind of like a, hey, public, we're not racist, like we come together, but it's not really like a big deal to them.
For some students, such as Melissa Hamilton, she wanted to attend the rally but saw the 2 hours as a good way to prepare for 3 exams in the coming days. She said if not for those exams, she would have been there in support.
Are unifying together as a school. I know that a lot of other schools maybe wouldn't have done this. They kind of would have had little groups do their own little thing, but I think it's really cool having a whole school unified together.
After the rally, student body president Jack Ayers said he knows it will take time to allow all students to buy into the university's vision, and that this was the first step of creating a more unified K-State.
And this is one step, but it's definitely not the only step, and it can't be the only step.
While not there in person, some students did take advantage of K-State's live broadcast feed in the Union, where they could focus on more than just missing class. In Manhattan, Avery Osen, Channel 8 News.
With the number of people in attendance and tuning in live on Facebook, the Unity Walk was a landmark event for K-State.
Channel 8 reporter Chris Bolaski has invited K-State's Provost and Senior Vice President of Kansas State, April Mason, to our studio. Chris?
Thank you, Tyler, and thank you for joining us today, Provost Mason.
Absolutely.
Now, this past Tuesday, we had the KSU Night rally that took place right in front of Anderson Hall, and there was a pretty decent turnout. What's some of your reactions to the turnout on Tuesday?
Well, I don't know if anyone saw us, but a number of us were peeking out of the president's windows to see who was on the lawn. And it was exciting to see that many people congregate to say, enough, no hate K-State, we're not going to be fearful, we're going to unite as a family. And it was very gratifying to see that. We planned carefully, canceled classes, which is a big one for me as the chief academic officer. That's a hard one. But we all thought it was absolutely the right thing to do, to have it in the middle of the day, the middle of the week, such that students, faculty, staff were availed to come. And it wasn't just the rally nor the march. It was the activities in the Union afterwards around reflection, around education, and around action.
Do you feel that the rally accomplished what you wanted it to accomplish?
I think it did. It's symbolic. Speeches were wonderful, but it is all symbolic. But it's symbolic for a very good reason. It's symbolic of our caring for everyone on our campus, everyone in our community. Then when one member of the family hurts, all members of the family hurt. And this is not just about race, although that's been a big part of it. It's about sexual orientation. It's about international. It's about people that are different and enjoying that, respecting that, learning from that. And I think we did that.
Well, one question I do want to get to you here real quick, and that is there's been a lot of students that have been talking. They said that they kind of felt a little fearful of being out there, and some are still kind of skeptical about the campaign here. What would be your address to those students who are still kind of in that area?
Well, I heard two things related to fear. One was a large congregation of people. Whether it's 3,500 or 4,000 people, some individuals communicated that they did not want to be in that larger group and may have chosen to watch it streaming or on Facebook. Related to fear of our different individuals on our campus, that they fear walking home at night, that they fear for the safety of their belongings, I'm truly sorry. And what we want to do is the rally, the march, the learning afterwards, we're just the first step. We're going to continue our efforts. We just announced, as you said, the Associate Vice President for Student Life and Diversity and Multicultural Students. We are working on a Chief Diversity and Inclusion Officer hire. These people won't be doing all the work themselves, but they'll be helping us continue to work towards equity, towards respect, towards caring of all individuals.
Robles Mason, thank you very much for your time today, and we really appreciate you coming in.
Thank you. Thank you for highlighting this.
You're very welcome. And for additional coverage on the KS Unite Walk, go to Channel 8 News on Facebook, or you can check out the Channel 8 News YouTube site. Back to you, Raina.
Thank you, Chris. Safety for students and faculty while on campus was a major concern for many people during the Unity Walk. Recent shootings on both the local and national level drove Channel 8 reporter Bailey Brown to look into the K-State Emergency Alert System and how it keeps the K-State community safe.
The K-State Alert System started in 2008 as a program to keep students informed about emergency situations that are affecting the K-State campus. These messages are sent directly from the K-State police and can do everything from warn of inclement weather to notify the campus of a lockdown. Emergency Management Coordinator Michael Baer says that the program is beneficial because it keeps people informed on a wider scale.
The benefits are that they know that things are going on. That's a really good benefit, but it's a benefit to the police department because we can notify people through multiple channels because not everybody's sitting around watching TV.
K-State Mobile Alert System allows users to get text messages, phone calls, and emails about emergencies that are happening on campus, whether or not you are on or off campus at the time. K-State senior Carla Wassinger believes that the system is important for students after the system helped notify her of a possible shooter on campus.
When I was a sophomore, I got a K-State alert. There wasn't like an active shooter on campus, or they thought there was an active shooter on campus. But we got a K-State alert like clarifying the situation, and I was actually on campus at the time, so it kind of put you at ease when you were like reading it from K-State.
All of the K-State community receives K-State Alert emails, but if you're interested in signing up for the K-State Alert's texts and phone calls, you can go to the K-State Police website, click Sign Up under the K-State Alerts, sign in with your K-State ID, and then you are able to put in your phone number for text messages, phone calls, and an email address. In Manhattan, Kansas, Bailey Brown, Channel 8 News.
Coming up, K-State basketball hit the court at Bramlage Coliseum last week, and we have the highlights.
Plus, how is the week ahead looking weather-wise? We have your 5-day forecast next on Channel 8 News.
What a coach, what a program. Oh, they give him the dunks. He gets number 200. Now he's going to throw far side. Jordy's got it against Khalid 40. Here comes Lockett. Look out. He can move. He was drilled by Reggie Walker. On the field, perfect throw. Pringle down the sideline. Touchdown.
Whoever said college is for kicking back never met our students. They're here for college beyond the classroom, for jumping off the bandwagon and into an environment that fosters career potential. Internships and opportunities that open doors and continue advancing through a global education. At Kansas State University, students become leaders who guide the K-State family into the future. What jumpstarts a career with limitless possibilities, character, drive, you? Outreach is more than a goal. It's our land-grant mission. We feed and sustain an expanding population and cultivate strong, stable families, growing responsibility and leadership in our youth through a far-reaching network of research, resources, and educators. Whether you're in Kansas or across the globe, every life is worthy of an extended hand. What makes K-State Research and Extension so powerful? Purpose, outreach, you.
Cooking is the most common cause for fires in the United States. With Thanksgiving coming up, that chance increases. The Manhattan Fire Department is on high alert for the holiday. The main cause for worry being deep-fried turkeys and the fireball explosions that can result. One tip the Manhattan Fire Department has is to have a dry chemical fire extinguisher on hand for any oil or grease fires that may arise.
Well, deep fat frying a turkey is obviously a delicious way to make turkey, but it can be very dangerous too. So we have a couple of tips for people who are going to do deep fat frying of turkeys. Number one, make sure you do it outside. Get it away from your house, so if you do have an issue. And then secondly, make sure that turkey is completely thawed out so that when you go to put the turkey in, you don't have that explosion of those ice crystals.
Fall time is definitely here with all its cold weather and gloomy skies. I prefer warmer weather, but I know things are not going to warm up anytime soon.
I agree, Raina. The warmer the better, but that time of the year has passed. I wonder how much colder it will get this week coming up.
Channel 8's Colby Miller has more.
Thanks, guys. We're going to take this opportunity to take a look at a quick roadmap of our national weather here coming up, beginning in the northwest region of the United States. We're going to begin with Seattle up here. We've got a high 40s, maybe some rain coming up. Moving down south just a tad bit to California, we've got mid 70s to low 70s. Of course, moving on down south a little bit more to Dallas right here, looking like 70 degrees, 71 degrees. Up into Chicago, cold front should remain. We have a little bit of sun coming up today. We can move on to the Kansas map now. Looks like in the Kansas City metro area, temperatures are looking pretty nice at mid to upper 50s here. And then moving on to the east in Sherman, we got 60. Pretty average temps across the board. Tomorrow's forecast, sun should be rising at about 7:12 a.m. Sun setting a little bit earlier, 5:10. Let's move on to the 5-day forecast here. Looks like Monday, Tuesday, pretty simple, some sun. We will see you guys after the break.
What a coach, what a program. Oh, they give him the dunks. He gets number 200. Now he's going to throw far side. Jordy's got it against Khalid 40. Here comes Lockett. Look out. He can move. He was drilled by Reggie Walker. On the field, perfect throw. Pringle down the sideline. Touchdown.
Whoever said college is for kicking back never met our students. They're here for college beyond the classroom, for jumping off the bandwagon and into an environment that fosters career potential. Internships and opportunities that open doors and continue advancing through a global education. At Kansas State University, students become leaders who guide the K-State family into the future. What jumpstarts a career with limitless possibilities, character, drive, you? Outreach is more than a goal. It's our land-grant mission. We feed and sustain an expanding population and cultivate strong, stable families, growing responsibility and leadership in our youth through a far-reaching network of research, resources, and educators. Whether you're in Kansas or across the globe, every life is worthy of an extended hand. What makes K-State Research and Extension so powerful? Purpose, outreach, you.
Back to Channel 8 News. The K-State football team will be ending their regular season soon.
That's right, Tyler, and K-State basketball just kicked off their season. Channel 8 reporter Adam Condry has more. Adam?
Thanks so much, Tyler and Raina, and welcome to your sports update. The K-State Wildcats went head-to-head against the West Virginia Mountaineers last Saturday. The game ended with the Wildcats losing to the Mountaineers 23-28. Now that the regular season is winding down, the Wildcats are trying to work together to beat their last two opponents in the regular season. The Wildcats will take on the Oklahoma Cowboys this coming Saturday at Oklahoma State University with kickoff at 2:30 p.m. This next week is fall break, so the K-State students and the football team will be taking full advantage of the break to make sure they are ready for the next coming semester. Now moving on to basketball, the men's basketball team started their season last Friday against the American Eagles. Dean Wade led the team by scoring 17 points, and Cartier Diarra followed close behind with 13 points. The Wildcats got their first win of the season with a score of 83-45. On Tuesday, they faced the UMKC Kangaroos, where Barry Brown led the team with 13 points. K-State won that game 72-51. That's all we have for your sports update. Back to you, Tyler and Raina.
Thanks, Adam. Coming up, we'll take a look at your weekend weather.
Stay tuned.
What a coach, what a program. Oh, they give him the dunks. He gets number 200. Now he's going to throw far side. Jordy's got it against Khalid 40. Here comes Lockett. Look out. He can move. He was drilled by Reggie Walker. On the field, perfect throw. Pringle down the sideline. Touchdown.
Whoever said college is for kicking back never met our students. They're here for college beyond the classroom, for jumping off the bandwagon and into an environment that fosters career potential. Internships and opportunities that open doors and continue advancing through a global education. At Kansas State University, students become leaders who guide the K-State family into the future. What jumpstarts a career with limitless possibilities? Character, drive, you. Outreach is more than a goal. It's our land-grant mission. We feed and sustain an expanding population and cultivate strong, stable families, growing responsibility and leadership in our youth through a far-reaching network of research, resources, and educators. Whether you're in Kansas or across the globe, every life is worthy of an extended hand. What makes K-State Research and Extension so powerful? Purpose, outreach, you.
Welcome back. Colby, can you tell me what the weather's going to be like on Thanksgiving?
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. The weather is actually looking a little bit foul next week. Thanksgiving holiday is coming up in case you are traveling, so here we have a quick weather forecast for you. Coming in at mid to upper 50s with lows in the 40s into the upper 30s there. Just in case, watch out for that if you are traveling.
So, Colby, is it going to be too cold to go Black Friday shopping that night?
Well, it depends. Mornings are a little bit more chilly, so make sure you always remember to bring that coat and potentially that scarf, as the temperatures will be in the low to mid 40s Friday morning.
Thank you for watching Channel 8 News this week.
You guys have a great holiday, and we'll see you right back here in 2 weeks.
This is Channel 8 News.